Good afternoon, everyone. I would like to speak on behalf of NTCC High School, Gate number 7, Malvani, Malad West. Myself, Mrs. Shaheen Sheikh, welcome to you all for the online class. So, students, today our topic is chapter number 10, Baji Prabhu and the memorable battle of Ghorkin from subject EVS 2. Shivaji and Baji Prabhu in Ghodkin. You can see the picture here with Baji Prabhu in Ghodkin. In the last chapter, students, we have studied how Shivaji has fought with Afzal Khan, and in this fight Afzal Khan was dead. Okay, so here we will study now Shivaji is conquering the other forts and how he is doing all this. Now Bijapur, Shivaji conquers Panhala. Adil Shah gets angry. Still Bijapur was mourning the death of Afzal Khan. Shivaji captured the Panhala fort. This threw Adil Shah into a fit of wild rage. He dispatched Siddhi Johar against Shivaji. Fazal Khan, who wanted to avenge his father's death, also accompanied him. Now here, after the death of Afzal Khan, Shivaji captured the Panhala fort from the Bijapur, and here Adil Shah gets very angry, and now he dispatched another Sardar who was Siddhi Johar against Shivaji. Fazal Khan, who was son of Afzal Khan. Yes, children, we have studied how Afzal Khan died and Fazal Khan had escaped from there. So now, to take the revenge of his father's death, he also accompanied Siddhi Johar. The siege of Panhalgarh. Siddhi Johar laid siege to Panhalgarh and confined Shivaji within the fort. Now, Siddhi Johar was very brave but ruthless. He was a strict disciplinarian and he has laid siege to Panhalgarh. Siddhi Johar would lift the siege. Shivaji thought that once the rains came, Siddhi Johar would lift the siege, but Siddhi Johar did nothing of the kind. On the contrary, on the arrival of monsoon, he tightened the siege. With the arrival of monsoon, he further tightened the siege. Supplies were running out. Shivaji sent a message to Siddhi Johar that he would shortly surrender the fort. They relaxed the watch and indulged in food, drink, and music. Now here, Siddhi Johar was not ready to lift the siege, and so Shivaji had sent a message to Siddhi Johar saying that he would shortly surrender the fort. Now here Siddhi Johar was very happy on hearing that Shivaji is ready to surrender the fort, and Siddhi's troops were already tired of the long siege, and then when he heard that Shivaji agreed to surrender, they were relaxed and they were busy in food, drink, and music. Shivaji escapes from the siege. Now, from the long siege also, Shivaji had escaped. Now, how Shivaji escaped? There was a big plan. A plan was hit to escape from the siege. Two palanquins were kept ready. One for Shivaji and the other would be occupied by another person disguised as Shivaji. But who would this impersonate? Shivaji, a brave youth, undertook this task. He was a hairdresser in Shivaji's service. Now here they have a great plan. They had made ready two palanquins. In one palanquin Shivaji himself will sit, and in the other palanquin a person disguised as Shivaji will sit. means not Shivaji, but he was looking as as Shivaji. But who will do this? So one person, he was a hairdresser in Shivaji's service, and he was ready to do this. He was courageous and shrewd. As planned, the palanquins carrying the Shivaji came out of Rajdindi. It was a dark night and it was raining heavily. Some enemy soldiers captured the palanquin. They thought that they had caught Shivaji. In the meanwhile, Shivaji escaped from the fort. He was accompanied by Baji Prabhu Deshpande. When the Siddhi learned that Shivaji had given him a slip, he was livid with rage. Now again, with these two palanquins, some enemy soldiers were keeping watch and they captured the palanquin thinking that Shivaji was there in the palanquin. But in the meanwhile, Shivaji escaped from the fort by the other palanquin from the difficult route. Shivaji, when they came to know that Shivaji had escaped and he had given him the slip, he was very angry, he was very livid with rage. Immediately he dispatched Sardar Siddhi Masood accompanied by a big army in pursuit of Shivaji. Shivaji was now in real trouble. With the greatest difficulty, he and his men crossed the Ghodkin. Baji's defense of the Ghodkin Pass. Now, to reach to the Vishalgarh fort, there was a Ghodkin Pass in between. Now, some or the other way, Shivaji had crossed the Ghodkin Pass. But a huge army was behind Shivaji. And who will fight with the army? Baji Prabhu get ready to fight the army, and he said to Shivaji to go further and he will handle the army behind. Shivaji left for Vishalgarh, leaving Baji Prabhu to defend the pass. Baji addressed his troops and said, "My brave soldiers, be prepared, you may die fighting, but do not desert your post. Do not allow the enemy to conquer the pass, no matter what price has to be paid." So Baji make understood the soldiers that whatever may happen, they should not leave the post and do not allow the enemy to conquer the pass. The battle of Ghodkin was Baji Prabhu fought with great courage, though wounded from all sides, with his body covered with blood. Baji would not withdraw from the pass but continued the fight. He was hanging on to life just to hear the sound of gunfire from Vishalgarh. Shivaji was now almost at the foot of Vishalgarh. Vishalgarh was also besieged by the enemy. Shivaji fought through the ranks with the troops and last lap of his ride to safety. Here in the meantime, Baji Prabhu was continually fighting with the enemy with Siddhi Masood. They surrounded Baji Prabhu, who fought with great courage. At the same time, he urged his Mavlas to attack the enemy. Disheartened by the fearful attack, the enemy again withdrew. But Baji was fatally wounded. He was hanging on to life just to hear the sound of gunfire from Vishalgarh, because Shivaji has told him that as soon as they will reach Vishalgarh, the guns will be fired. Ghodkin becomes Pavankin. At the sound of gunfire was heard from Vishalgarh, Maharaj has reached Vishalgarh. I have done my duty. Now I can die in peace. As soon as Baji Prabhu heard the sound of gunfire from Vishalgarh, he was relaxed and he said, he has done his duty and now he can die in peace. So, saying this, Baji breathed his last on his historic battlefield. It was because of brave patriots like Baji Prabhu that Swaraj was won. Ghodkin became immortal in history as Pavan King. So, this way, Ghodkin became immortal and it was named as Pavan King. Recapitulation. The first question, students, what message was sent to Siddhi Jauhar by Shivaji? Shivaji sent the message that he would surrender the fort. Why did Siddhi Jauhar become livid with rage? When Siddhi learned that Shivaji had given him a slip, he became livid with rage. Students, this is the home assignment. You have to write it in your notebook. Write the name of the person here. The name of the person who is brave and yet was cruel. The person who have most gallant fight at the Ghodkin Pass. The person who escaped from the siege. The person who dispatched a third troop against Baji Prabhu. Coming up next will be your chapter number 11, the discomfiture of Shaista Khan. So, this is done, children. Notes I will be sending you in the next lecture or on Friday, I think. So, till then, stay safe and healthy. Thank you.